Wagwan, my people, what is going on? I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome back to the Get Wham Weekly Forecast Show. I'm gassed. I just hope everyone is in a terrific mood. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing fantastic, bro. Doing absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I think the only thing I do want to announce though is that the man himself, the PE teacher, that PE teacher, Frankie Lampard, has been sacked by Chelsea. I'm not really surprised though. He's been shambolic. Yeah. See you later, Frank. It's absolutely mad that he's been sacked. But other than that, Steven Gerrard, what a hit, son. What a hit. Every time I watch him on the telly, just every time I would watch him, just say, what a hit, son. The greatest strike I'd ever seen. Where there was a volley, he was just playing the ball. Just great strike. A fantastic strike. Steven Gerrard, one of the greatest footballers I've ever seen. Every time I got to him, every time I got to the lad, lovely cushion for Steven Gerrard. Lovely cushion. But no, all jokes aside, guys. All jokes aside, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Yo, so what is going on, people? We're back again in full effect, bro. It's been a mad couple of weeks here in football. Actually, the past week, it's been insane in football. Week after that, dickhead. The week after that, dickhead. It was terrible. Before I even start this video though, I did want to say, bro, goodbye Mesut, bro. Goodbye Mesut. Yeah, I was actually kind of upset at how Arsenal handled this. I mean, the man, he announced this like a week ago that he left the Fenerbahce. There was footage on his IG account. Like, there was a bare footage of him leaving. And Arsenal barely announced it just like yesterday or the day before that. Something like that. They barely announced it, man. And I think for me, Mesut, he's just been like probably the best thing that has happened at Arsenal in a very, very long time. He was my idol for a very long time, from when I was like a big part of my primary school days. He was just a man. He really was just a man. But I think he really left a mark on me between the ages of 12 to 16. That was prime time Mesut. I was really, really big Mesut fan. And yeah, for me, I think he's been one of the best players that Arsenal have had in a very, very long time. He can really change the game and predict the outcome of the game, kind of sort of like the likes of Andres Iniesta. He was just an absolute god. The one goal I'll never forget, ever forget, I think most people would agree, is that goal he scored in the Champions League when he destroyed the whole defense, and including the keeper. Yeah, Mesut was an absolute god. The Wizard of Oz, bro, as everyone loved calling him. And for me, he has been one of the best midfielders from this past era in the Premier League. He's one of the best to do it, man. He was an absolute god. And yeah, I think the best that I've seen that I remember is outside of Arsenal, Real Madrid days, and then World Cup 2014. I mean, I was absolutely mesmerized by him in the World Cup 2014. He was just an absolute god, bro. An absolute Donny. He was beast. So yeah, shouts out to Mesut, going to Fenerbahce with his beautiful wife. Hopefully he does well over there. Hopefully he can chill and relax, because pretty sure the last couple of months, even the last year he's been at Arsenal, have been his lowest. I know he wasn't happy there. Why he left why they weren't playing him, I don't think anyone will ever know. At least not for the next 2-3 years. It's insane how Mesut left after everything he did for the club, and I think it's a real shame. But yeah, I think other than that, yeah, like I said, the last couple of weeks of football have been mad. Images will pop up all over the screen showing you what's been going on. Yeah, I didn't really talk about him as much, just because, you know, I kind of felt like whatever about it. I just really felt like whatever. I was like, you know, has been a bit stale. up until this past week, cause it's been mad this past week. But the weeks before that, I was like, nah, taking a piss, bro. But this past week has been mad. I'm just gonna start it off with Liverpool, bro. Liverpool got their first loss at home, bro, since 2017 when they lost 2-1 against Crystal Palace. I thought that was absolutely insane, cause my jaw was dropped, bro. Like raw. These men actually lost. Burnley, bro. Out of all the flipping teams, Burnley 1-0. I was like raw. I thought that was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And just to improve that weekend, they lost in the FA Cup as well versus Manchester United. At least they scored some goals, because before that match over the weekend when they played United in the FA Cup, they hadn't scored since last year, bro. So I was like raw. I mean, at least they scored. At least they did something, like, you know, something decent. But yeah, absolutely insane stuff. Absolutely insane stuff. I thought that was absolutely crazy to see. Them, man, they're not doing well. Klopp isn't doing well. I think he's only in 2 cups left now, right? Just Champions League and the Premier League. Because he got knocked out of the WOAH Cup, Carabao Cup. He got knocked out of the FA. And it's mad, bro. I know City, they almost lost over the weekend as well, but I was like, raw, these. And I was a bit skeptical about that one, bro. I was like, yeah, you know, these men can lose, because like those little teams, when they got the fans there, they can put on the buzz. I remember that happened against Swansea City, bro. I was like, raw, these men can actually lose. Back in like the 18-19 season, the formidable season. Yeah, versus Swansea City, bro. I was like, bro, these men can lose, man. I mean, I know there's no fans there, but shoo, they can probably lose, cuz. And yeah, they didn't. They pulled it off and they won. I think it was like a 90-minute goal, 92-minute goal, and then 90-plus minute goal. So it was absolutely mad. There were fireworks going off during the match, and they had to go off for 10 minutes. It was madness, bro. It was absolute madness. It's crazy, crazy stuff. But in the Premier League, bro, it's looking mad. In Spain, not looking so well. With Barcelona, who lost the Super Copa. Messi getting subbed off for the first time in his Barcelona career, bro. Madness. I know Bundesliga has been spicing up a bit. Bayern looking well. I think Dortmund have fallen way behind. Bayern looking well. I know people are giving Sane a lot of stick right now, but bro, look at Gnabry. He hasn't been performing. He's been playing just as bad as Sane, so give the man a chance. I know he's number 10, I know he's new, but come on, big man, give him a chance. He is better than Gnabry, though. Sane is better than Gnabry. But, yeah, I think it's just been absolutely insane in football, man. I know the Champions League is right around the corner, and the schedule's already been congested. It's just so congested. I think that's why it's kind of hard to, like, you know, keep updating and keeping up with the football. Is just so congested right now. The games are just coming thick and fast, and it's absolutely mad. But yeah, I think other than that, I have really not much else to say. That it's just been mad in football, man. And we're gonna dive into the fixtures that start tomorrow for this week's all the matches that follow this week in the Premier League. Some pretty juicy games. I think the game I'm most looking forward to is at the end of the week. Tottenham versus Liverpool, blood. Mad stuff. But yeah, let's look at the what we got on show for this week in the Prem, man. Lots of games. Tuesday, January 26th. 4 matches we played. Crystal Palace versus West Ham, Newcastle versus Leeds, Southampton versus Arsenal, West Brom versus Manchester City. On Wednesday, January 27th, we have Burnley versus Aston Villa, Chelsea versus Wolves, Brighton versus Fulham, Everton versus Leicester, Manchester United versus Sheffield United. On Thursday, the last game of this week, or towards the end, it's not really that. It's towards the end of, I think, this match week, because then the next match week begins on Saturday. But the last match we have is probably the biggest game of the week. Spurs versus Liverpool. Probably the biggest games in world football. It's not, but Spurs versus Liverpool. Juicy matches, very important matches. I know. I'm just gonna say it right here, blood. I'm gonna say it right here. City are gonna get top of the table this week. City are gonna get top of the table this week. They're gonna be in first place, bro. I can feel it, bro. I can feel it. They're playing amazing. I know Pep's team hadn't conceded in like 10 games, something like that, Prem or whatever. But they conceded this weekend. But yeah, absolutely mad. Absolutely not mad. I mean, City are. I said this a couple videos ago, blood. I said this a couple videos ago, blood. Manchester City are looking like 17-18 Manchester City. They are playing phenomenally well. Sexy football, bro. Sexy football. And it's looking mad over there, bro. It's looking insane. It's looking insane. Yeah, Crystal Palace versus West Ham. That is the very first game. I'm going to say West Ham will get this win. And I want to say 2-0, bro. 2-0 to West Ham. Alright, so next game we have Newcastle versus Leeds. Juicy game as well. I think Newcastle, the heart, it's sad to watch Newcastle, bro. Like the heart, the desire, everything that these men had is gone. It's just gone, bro. Very, very sad. I mean, they don't even look like themselves, bro. They just look like another team. Like, I've never seen this team before, bro. I've never seen this team before. Never ever seen this team before. They just, I don't recognize this team. They don't look like the heart, the desire, everything that Newcastle had is gone out the window. Donut FC, bro. They got nothing in the middle. But yeah, I think Leeds they're probably gonna win Newcastle 4-0. Newcastle is playing at home. I'm gonna say 4-1, 4-0, but I'm gonna stick with, you know what, 3-0. Stick with 3-0. I know City did that to them last time. I'm gonna say 2-0, maybe 3-0. No, stick with 3-0. Southampton versus Arsenal. Yeah, this is starting to look like a very pretty aggressive fixture. I know Southampton. They beat Arsenal at home. They had some Arsenal reject celebrating at the Emirates, which was whack as hell. I didn't really like that. They lost against them at the weekend. They got knocked out of the FA Cup. And they're going to play them again, bro. And they just played them like a couple days ago. This is going to be a very heated match. What the lineup will look like is a very interesting question. I am questioning that. I don't know what the lineup's going to look like because it's obviously on the weekend. Whatever Mikel used did not work. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I do think Arsenal will get away with the win, and I reckon a clean sheet, bro. I'm going to say 2-0. They are playing they're not phenomenally well, but they are playing decent in the Premier League. Considering what they were in, like blood, they were terrible, and they're starting to pick up form. 2 points away from Chelsea as well, so I don't see why they can't not get a win. Yeah, I reckon 2-0. Manchester City versus West Brom Albion. I'm not even gonna think about this, bro. 5-0. Straight up, bro. I mean, come on, bro. City, they've been playing absolutely phenomenal. They look like dons, bro. They look like dons. Everyone's in form. The spirits are good. 4-0, bro. I'm gonna say 4-0. Aston Villa versus Burnley. I'd say 2-0. Aston Villa. Grealish hasn't been performing at a god level, but he's been performing decent. Performing pretty well. I think it'll just be a really easy win for Villa. I don't expect anything more, anything less. Aston Villa have been impressive this season. They've been great. Next match we have Chelsea versus Wolves. Interesting fixture as well. It's gonna be very. And Chelsea haven't been performing well. Wolves haven't either. I'm gonna say it. Maybe either 1-0 win or a tie. I'm going to say 1-0 to Wolves. They're going to be very tight. I feel like the football they're playing and the position they're in, it's so similar. Which is sad for Chelsea, bro. considering all the money they, all the, shut up. Considering all the money they spent and then like the history that they have, I mean, they should win this, but they're crap, bro. They're absolutely shite. So I think Wolves will get away with the win 1-0. Yeah. Brighton versus Fulham. Neil Mope has been impressive this season. He's been performing very, very well. I reckon, I think 0-0. It looks like a stale game, if not 1-1. Looks like a very stale game, bro. I think nothing of it. This is probably another very, very good match. Everton versus Leicester. And Everton will be playing at home. Can Calvert-Lewin be a Don? Can he be a Don? That's like the biggest question for this match. Can he be a Don? And I reckon he can, bro. I reckon he can. And I think he can get a win for Everton. I think Everton will play well, play to their standard. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to say 2-2 draw. Leicester are playing very well as well. You got James Maddison, Vardy. I mean, them men at Leicester are Tielemans. Like, them men are playing well. I reckon 2-2 draw, bro. I think this is probably gonna be one of the better matches of this week as well. Yeah. If it's one of those games, considering that most of the big games have been absolute shite and boring and all that bumble stuff, blood. If it is boring, I'm gonna be disappointed, but I won't be upset or surprised because all the other big games have been boring, But yeah, I'm gonna say 2-2. Manchester United vs Sheffield United. Interesting game as well. And I remember earlier I said City would take top of the league, but considering United's form, I think they'll just smash United. I know that title race between City and United, I'm pretty sure it's going to go down to the wire. Until the end of the season, bro. I'm pretty sure it's going to go down to the wire. It looks like that as well. But you know, you got to take everything every match game by game and hope for the best. But yeah, Manchester United versus Sheffield United. I'd say 3-1 to United, man. I don't think Sheffield United stand a chance, to be honest. At most 3-1. I'll stick with 3-1. And this is a funny thing too. Manchester United are playing Sheffield United on this Wednesday, and then come Saturday, Manchester City will play Sheffield United. I think that's so weird. But anyways, on Thursday, the last game that we're going to be looking at is Spurs versus Liverpool. Yeah, this looks as I think from a pundit perspective, and yeah, I would say a football fan perspective, I think it's going to have everything you're going to want. Big play. I think Spurs are playing at home as well. Yeah, yeah, it has everything you want. Big players, lots of pressure on the man. Yeah, there's a lot going into this game. I mean, Liverpool have been on terrible form since the beginning of the year. Spurs, they've been bouncing around. Before I even predict this game, I just want to say right now, for me, Liverpool out of the title race, blood. I think they're out of the title race. I don't see them being as dope or as convincing as other teams. Yeah, they're not gonna defend the title, man. And if the other teams, if the results don't go in their favor, Liverpool can be in 7th place, blood. I mean, I did predict earlier during the season that Liverpool would be in 4th, bro. But for them to be in 7th, bro, would be absolutely insane. I don't know. Honestly, just thinking about this match, I don't know what the result's going to be. I can see a 0-0 playing out. I can definitely see a 0-0. And I feel that is going to be the case. But considering the hunger the Spurs that they have, Liverpool as well, but I think they're a bit dead. I think their confidence is out the window. I think Spurs, they're hungry right now, and they seem to be just more like more there, blood. You get me? Like they just seem to be there, and I think that's something that's going to be very important going into this match. So, I mean, I want to say 1 or 2-0 to Spurs, but I'm going to stick with a 0-0 draw. Don't think very much will come out of this game. I just don't feel it. And yeah, that is my predictions. That is the end of my predictions for this week. Here is the Premier League table, just really quick. This is the top 10. You got United in first with 40 points, City in second with 38, Leicester in third with 38, Liverpool in fourth with 34, Spurs in fifth with 33, Everton in sixth with 32, West Ham seventh with 32, Villa in eighth with 29, and Chelsea 29. And last but not least, in 10th place, Southampton with 29 points. I think that's in 10th place with 29 points. Like, whoever thought that? I think between 11th and 7th place is absolutely congested. Honestly, just the top 10 it's congested. But I do feel Liverpool have fallen out of this title race, and their chances of defending the title have, very, very slim, significantly. They have significantly decreased, and I just don't see them defending the title, man. I really, really don't. Before I do wrap up the show, though, I just wanted to shout out Luis Suarez on his phenomenal record this year, man. I think people have underestimated him, saying he's playing like crap. He's a don, bro. 12 goals in his first 15 La Liga games for Atletico Madrid. I mean, I thought, for me, it's weird seeing him in Atletico Madrid. Super duper weird, but he's banging in goals, bro. And like the only other player who's started as well as him is, you guessed it, Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. So yeah, shouts out to Luis Suarez. Yeah, I think Liverpool. Oh, I just want to round off the show by just saying Liverpool, shambolic. Trent, shambolic. The whole squad, shambolic. Terrible. Salah getting subbed off. Like, them men are stressed. City and United title race that will go down to the wire. Arsenal, can they be in the conversation, man? Can they be in the conversation? Because I know people are kind of like turning their back on Arsenal, but I don't know, bro. I mean, for me, I think the highest look at is 8th, but I mean, who knows, bro? I mean, at the end, football always wins. Football always wins. And yeah, I think with that being said, boys and girls, I will see you soon. And have a nice. And remember, football always wins.